Lord, Kumbaya. Oh, Lord, Kumbaya.
Morning.
Hello.
What's happening?
Welcome to the jungle.
Thank you. We're ready. Rayan, where you been?
Hello.
Hello. We're here at the so-called jungle. Here with the army, as you can see. We're all turned up, we're all ready for today. Look at that ready face right there. Come on. Look at that composure right there. Look at that composure right there. You know what? You know what I mean? So we're going to take over the jungle today. We're going to keep that belt, yeah, as our second leg. We've got Tanrian over here as well.
Wait, who?
I don't like the cold weather.
Where have you been?
Morocco.
Is that SP2?
Yeah, we say guys just change up.
He's late. Get in the changing room.
Oh.
Sorry.
What are you saying about this pitch, Saul?
I'm saying it's a pitch, and you play football on it. But I mean, yes, it's not great. It's a bit of animal feces in the corner.
Of course.
It sums it up really. But yes, all right. Listen, it's not too bad.
For some reason, you seem
Get him off.
uncomfortable.
Don't shake his hand.
For some
Get him off
reason,
my
you
fucking
seem
camera.
uncomfortable.
Get him off my fucking camera.
That's thing.
It's not his natural habitat.
Yeah, good. How you
Yeah,
feeling?
you can fuck off and all. He's saying you're right, yeah?
I get what you're saying.
I don't need you winning awards or
Alright,
anyone
sorry,
winning
sorry,
awards
sorry.
off of a game against Rebel.
I can't help it. I can't promise you anything, but I can guarantee you it's gonna be a long game for you.
No, you can promise him
It's gonna
hell.
long game.
You can promise him hell.
I promise you hell.
Best dress.
I've had it from Flips.
Promise
I
him
promise you
hell.
Look, he brought out his coat for this one. I don't know
Right,
about that
it's
thing on the
Sunday.
side though. He got rid of
It's
the
Sunday.
captain armband and.
Sunday. It's customized. You don't know about customized.
Custom.
It's customized, baby. Customized.
I feel like someone should tell you about the stain on the back though. It's
About
kind
the
of
stain,
ruining.
is there a
Yeah,
stain?
the stain on the back is kind of
got a
ruining.
stain?
You got a white stain.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got a big white stain on the back.
I think I leaned on one of your kids.
They ain't gonna do nothing. Hey, dude, we want all the belts. We want all the belts. We want all the belts.
Welcome to the jungle.
So disappointing.
We're not even going to talk today, but we'll win. So it is what it is.
I mean, play us here, play us there, play us at the bushes. We're doing it now, innit? Can't talk no more.
Proper football on the grass. I love it. Come on.
The key thing today has got to be our mentality, how we approach it. All right, and then also don't get sucked into the silliness because it is a bit bobbly. Will be a few loose tackles. They try and get on it and try and be a bit intense, try and get into us a little bit. Just got to ignore it. All right, the only way they're going to beat us today is if we get sloppy, underestimate them, or get sucked into those silly business about, you know, kicking off and stuff like that.
So you've got to be aware of what's going on around you straight away. So that if you're receiving the ball from the back four or you're playing it into Jesse, give him a little shout, tell him man on before you receive it, check your shoulders. That's going to be a necessity today because as soon as you control it, you're going to have a geezer right behind you. So if we can play quickly and then in the final third we do our bits, we'll be fine. But we've got to play quick. That's the game. That's the name of the game.
Let's go. Let's do it. Come on. Hey, come on, guys.
This is it, guys. For the very first time, we are showing you guys the YouTube Championship belt. It's something that we here at Rebel, we created. We thought this idea would be wonderful where we create a bit more competitive spirit between all the YouTube football teams. Now, the way this is going to work, the defending champions, so that starts with us here at Rebel, take on another YouTube team. If that YouTube team wins, they are then the champions, and anytime that they play another YouTube team, the belt is on the line. So today is Rebel FC versus SE Dons, and this YouTube Championship belt is on the line. So it is very exciting. The stakes are higher than ever before, and not only that, but it is a rematch, a grudge match. You know how this game ended last time. It was a Rebel win, and this time we're heading to the jungle for a 2-0 victory to Rebel. So it's very exciting. But before we get into that, of course, I like to run us through the Rebel FC lineup. So here we go. In goals, it is the man himself, KGK, Kalen. I love my guy, Kalen. At the back, we have got 3 glitches because we have 2 guys coming in from our trials. We got Stelios and Marcus, 2 fullbacks. We've got Reeve and Will. Unfortunately, you guys don't know who Will is, and the wonderful Will, but he doesn't have one today. He is also a glitch. In midfield, we have got Ali, Glitch Sam, and also Lionel. Like, as you guys know, just because they're glitch doesn't mean they ain't been playing from Rebel before. It just means we haven't got their walkout yet. You guys know the drill. Anyways, up front, we have got Sava, Jesse, and Dylan. Dylan playing out on the wide, and so is Sava. A lot of the time, you'll see them playing in midfield, but not today. This is a strong-looking side, and a side that is more than capable of beating SE Dons. On the bench, we got Rory saluting you lot, Rayan, myself, Dante, and Akeem, another trialist that we're trying trying out in this game, but he starts on the bench. So it's a very exciting day, and I've got a little bit of an injury, but I'm hoping to get some minutes at some point. And we got a gaffer himself. Can't seem to find his pockets. There they are. It is Saul. So getting into this game, it is going to be a hell of a good one. We've decided to take a visit to the jungle, and it is kickoff here with SE Dons looking to pick up their revenge. And as you can see, the pitch isn't in the best condition, but this is the jungle. And what do you expect when you come here? It's going to be a bit of rough and tumble. It's going to be some dodgy conditions, but this is the pitch they play in, week out, just like how they came to Rebel Road, to the place where we play week in, week out. So it's exciting to see. Anyways, they have a throw in here, and it gets punted over the top there. Will fails to clear that well, and it bounces who I believe that is their newish signing. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. Anyways, Reeve tries to clear his lines here, and Sam is going to try and pass it through to Dylan, and Dylan wins that collision there, and that's a bit of a high boot, but it looks like that's going out. And wait a second, there's some beef already. We know at the jungle they like to get rowdy, but as always, they have about 20 people stepping onto the pitch who like to get involved, but that's how it is at the jungle. You got to expect this sort of stuff, and everyone's just trying to calm everyone down. Literally, this is the first minute of the game, and they're already at our necks. But like I said, you come to the jungle, you expect this. You watch any other SE Dons game, guaranteed you're going to see this sort of stuff. And we knew this, and you got to learn to deal with it. This is how they play. This is all part of the game. So anyways, we go in. It's Jesse. He's going to try and take on a player, but it's some great defending from their centre back, who absolutely wallops that one. It is Route 1, Stoke X Football, and Kalen, similar to a basketball tip-off, manages to get that one into a bit of safety, and that could have ended really badly, as we were almost caught off guard by that absolute monster of a hoof from their centre back. And we're speaking of centre backs hoofing it up the park, we have Will there who tries to get Sam in on that, and he looks like he's won that one very well, who manages to get into Dylan, and Dylan, who has a good track record against SE Dons, was unable to find the target. Rebel FC on the ball this time, but it gets cut out in midfield, and it looks like they're gonna try and counter with that one. Let's see if they're able to do it. They're gonna go up against the new Rebel FC player Marcus here at right back. He's gonna try and go past him, but Marcus has got pace as well, and he's gonna stutter step in, manages to get a bit of space, cuts it back in there, but Will's in for defending duties at all times. It gets swung in, and it's one-on-one, and fortunately it comes out all right, and it looks like he's just been shot in the chest there, as the SE Dons player is down and potentially wounded. Let's have a look. It looks like Ali was the one that committed that foul. Let's have another look at this one, and it bounces in there. Ali puts his up. He put his up as well, but referee's going to call that one back for a free kick in what must be said is a very dangerous area. He's going to step over this one, whacks that, but it goes straight into the wall, and there's a bit of a shambles on the edge of this box. All the players are trying to get out, ships that one out wide, but it goes out for a goal kick, and they weren't able to get anything off of that free kick. Again, we have SE Dons down this left-hand side, but Reeves there to put in a bit of work, and a ball is played into there, but fortunately Stelios tries to clear it, ends up at one of the SE Dons players, and they've definitely had us in the first 15 minutes here as they look more comfortable at their home ground. It gets dished out there into the middle. What's he going to look for? He's going to try and chip that into good space, but Kalen comes and absolutely power fist that with the Thanos gloves on, and it looks like Ryan's going to try and smack this one, and fortunately it wasn't the wonder goal that we were victims of in the last game where we played them. Anyways, it's gone out for a corner, and let's see if they can get anything from this set piece. The player's going to line this one up, try and smack that. He does, but it's got a little bit too much juice on it, and it ends up going out for a goal kick, fortunately for Rebel FC. SE Dons in possession now as he dishes it out there, but it looks like Jesse's going to manage to get onto this one nicely, and he's got two players to deal with now. Almost loses that. Absolutely sells him. He's gone, and I think he even had a little look back there. Dylan on the ball now. Let's have another look at it. Give me a replay. Look at this, right? Jesse violates this poor bloke. Cut back there, sends him, and that look back. It's the look back. That's the disrespectful part, and it gets dished out to Dylan there. It was here we go. Let's just have a quick look at the bench cam. It was pretty funny.
You got set for a hot dog! Hey, like Don Strapsy says he got set for a hot dog! Like Don Strapsy says he got set for a hot dog! Hey! He got set for a hot dog!
My man's in Toronto right now, you know.
Lionel on the ball here at midfield, dishes that one out wide into Marcus at our right back, who was trying to pick up Sava there. He's playing the right wing, like I said, at this game. Not his natural position, but he is good out there. Anyways, the ball gets played over the top there, and it's going to hang out with Kalen just for a minute as he dishes that back out to Will. You know we like to play out from the back. We like to play good football, attractive football, but unfortunately, Lionel there makes a big mistake, loses it when there's only one player back. It gets cut across, and it's into the back of the net, and SC Dons have gone 1-0 up in this big rivalry match, and they are absolutely buzzing. Big Doug tries to come on to celebrate, and he's heading over there, and credit to him for that. They have definitely been the better team in this first 25 minutes, and you can see the fact that they're at this home ground. They understand this pitch, the size of it, the bubbles. They are well and truly equipped to deal with this sort of stuff, and it gets played across, and it's poor defending from Rebel, but we have to do better. We must do better as it is, and you can see even some of the kids that came along to watch. I must say a huge shout out to everyone that comes along to watch, because your support means so much, whether you're supporting the Dons, Rebel, whoever it is. When this community is as small as it is, we just have to show love and appreciation for anyone coming to show support. So yeah, big up yourselves for that one.
Bunch of girls.
Bunch of girls.
You're out here walking around with a... Give me the belt! Give me the belt!
Don't worry. We'll go again. That's all that matters. We go again.
So we find ourselves 1-0 down in 30 minutes, and a big long throw there doesn't find one of his teammates, and it's into Lionel, who heads that on out wide. And unfortunately for them, it goes out to Sam. Sam plays it through to Jesse, and I'm sorry, but what is that linesman flagging that up for? You have got to be having a laugh. This guy is about 2 meters onside. I mean, okay, we've got a ref, but I mean, no linesman for a big game like this. How old is that guy? Like, do you know what I mean? Anyways, you guys saw it yourself. Rewind if you want to say. I'm not going to say nothing more. But for some reason, though, ref pulls it back, but Jesse decides to take this quick, and it's into Dylan. What's Dylan going to be able to do here? And he slots that past Big G, and it is 1-1 to Rebel FC in a very strange turn of events, as you can see the SC Don players are now complaining. I'm not quite sure what it was pulled back for in the free kick, but at the same time, no idea what the linesman was calling offside for. Really, really odd. And Rebel took it quickly, and that's what happens. You stay on your toes, and these sort of things will come for you. You can see here, if you look closely, no Dons players was chatting to the ref, and it lets it go on quickly. And fair play to Jesse and Dylan for just being on the ball and taking advantage of that. You're gonna have to pick up some questions, or speak to the ref if you want to know why he actually gave that free kick in the first place. But then again, linesman was off his head as well. So continue. Let's just have a look at what the bench has got to say regarding this goal.
You didn't see it. You didn't see that. You lot shouldn't be so proud. It's a goal. It's a goal, but you have to understand, yeah, that it was bang out of order though. Even your player said it. Come on, man, we have to be men about it. Get the ball and score.
It's 1-0. It's a good game. It's a good game. Let's go.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
What happened? I didn't even see what everyone stopped. Don't
worry, man. It's alright, man. We had to make it interesting. Remember what Humphrey done against John.
So after a crazy few minutes, it is 1-1 here at this big rival match, as we find an equalizer just moments after they had scored. But here it's through to Kalen, and Kalen tries to take a touch there, but it bobbles, and it looks like SC Dons have got the ball in a dangerous area here. He goes to hit that, and it's in the back of the net. Wow, 3 goals in the space of about 5-6 minutes, and the Dons are back in front. This has been a crazy 5-6 minutes here, and fair play. They've taken, again, Doug, the first one to go over and congratulate his team. Looks like Mitch joined in as well. But yeah, an unfortunate little bit of football there from Rebel, and a mistake cost us a goal there, but credit to him for that finish, because that goes bottom corner, and can't argue with that at all. So we find ourselves down again in these last few minutes. Again, we got to take a look at the bench.
That is real goal.
We made them quit. We're cheating. We made them quit.
You can't be champion if you quit. You can't be a champion if you quit.
To be honest, he came out of nowhere.
This guy's on the field more than me. He's on the pitch. He's on the pitch having convos with our players.
So far, this is a bit of a cracker of a game, and that's what you expect when you watch two good teams. Anyways, Lionel here, going to try and get the second ball, but unfortunately loses out. Tries to take it over here, and the player goes down, but there's a bit of an after kick there from their player. The ref's going to call that back for an SC Dons free kick, though, and you can see nothing came of that one, fortunately for us. Anyways, Jesse here standing in front of the ball, and for some reason, their player just feels like it's all right to pick up one of our players. Jesse, a small lad that he is, you know how good he is, and yeah, for some reason, you know, unless the ref tells you to move back, you know, you don't have to move back, and you can see this guy was coming back again to cause grief, and the referee just don't have the balls to do anything himself, and you know, I understand the jungle, you know, you've got their fans on the sideline, you've got some of our fans on the sideline, you know, it is what it is. It's just, it'd be nice to see a referee come to the jungle and actually have a pair of testicles. So, we've got, anyways, the ball gets played over the top, through to Stelios, but that is some stellar defending. You see, guys, what I did there? Yeah, anyways, I just came up with that on the spot, so show some love. Anyways, that was some very good defending from SC Dons, but it's a corner to Rebel. As that goes up, Big G, a little bit of misjudgment there, and again, it goes back out for a corner. Rebel get a second shot here. What is it going to be? It's a short team, but we swing it in there, and Dylan has an amazing opportunity there. A free header, and his track record against Dons scoring 2 free kicks in the last one, you would have had him down to score that, but unfortunately, it didn't end up that way, and you just know that those sort of opportunities can come back to bite you, especially when you're 2-1 down. Regardless, it's some good pressure here, and Dylan does do very well, but unfortunately that bounce just didn't go his way, and it came close. But Rebel are knocking a little bit in this first half, despite being 2-1 down. Let's take a look here, as what Sasol has to say at this halftime.
Initial thoughts are what? One at a time, please. You'll say something.
They're going long,
Yeah.
first of all, and then they're trying to, once they get it down, once we drop off and win the first header, they're looking to win the second one, and then they're looking to play.
Well, we just have a little bit more trust in our teammates. When we've looked good is when we've combined in these wide areas and tried to get in the ball. So we need to get a little bit more quality possession in their final third. Yes, under a bit of pressure, but we can take it. That's got to be it, because we're just knocking it there, it's coming back, it turns into a messy game. If we get it here and we suck them in, then maybe we can try and play around them. Their goals were the sloppiest goals we've ever conceded. So they're not even breaking us down. They're not even looking like score. It's all right, we're soaking it up. It's been 2 individual errors. That happens. Oh, listen. Let's go. This is where we see you tornado. Come on.
So you can see the boys really want to win this, and it is into halftime. We find ourselves 2-1 down, trailing to SC Dons at the jungle, and it's important for us to really dig deep now and see if we can find an equalizer and then a winner. So a ball gets played, and Jesse almost gets on the end of it, but it looks like Hakeem, who's come on, is going to try it. Eman's going to whack that one, but a good block from their centre back. You can see he demands more from his defence there, and we got number 2 there, dishes it out wide onto the left wing. He's going to try and cut that back, plays it back across again, and this one he tries to go over the top. Reeve misjudges that, but it's a great challenge there from Will as he gets the ball. The sideline weren't quite happy about it, but it looked like a fair challenge to me. This time it's into Jesse now. Jesse's on the ball. He puts his hands on his back, and it looks like that one's going to be a good challenge, and again, a bit of a shove. Jesse's not willing to give that one up, and this guy with the mask, I mean, I don't know what he's on, but, I mean, obviously, he's a bit gassed up. He's on the cameras, he's at the jungle, and he's trying to prove that he's hard. So, fair play to him for that one. He had a bit of a rough day throughout the day, to be honest with you, but, yeah, that was diffused once again, as we are at the jungle. Tensions are high, you expect this sort of stuff. So, it gets played. This time, Jesse's going to try and figure them out, but SC Dons absolutely hoofed that one up, and that one looks like it was called for offside, but he goes to whack that and sort of scuffs it anyways on his left foot. But yeah, it looked like the linesman who swapped out this time had called that one offside. Anyways, we got Sam here playing in his sort of number 4 role that we like to see him in, as he tries to dish that one out wide. You got E-Man with the legs. Is he going to get to it? He's going to swing that into the back post, and it's Rayan. Oh my god, another opportunity lost. As Rebel, we've had the opportunities, but when you come to the jungle, you have to take them. It's as simple as that. You're not going to get many opportunities on this sort of pitch against this sort of opposition. You got to take it. And unfortunately, we haven't been able to do that so far. Are we going to be able to do that? Let's find out, as they're still going. And it's a good tackle there from Stelios. He's proven to be a really good player in this team, and goes out for a throw-in this time round. But yeah, Stelios and our right back Marcus playing really good football for their first game here at Rebel. And this time we've got Jesse. We know what he's like. Plays it into Lionel there. Lionel into I believe that's Hakeem who gets run through the back. Hey, don't try and twist my words there. You know what I mean when I say run through the back. Anyways, Jesse stands over this one. Is he going to go for it? Let's find out. Goes to whack that one, but unfortunately just drags that a bit wide. A little bit of an outrageous attempt, but it must be said we did score 2 free kicks against Big G last time, so hey, you can't blame him for going for it, despite how far out it truly was. If anyone's going to score it, you know, Jesse and Dylan, they have that in the locker. And some weird playing here. I don't know. SC Don's trying to waste time. I'm not sure. But he gets played over here. And he's stiff arming in there. And it's some good defending as he manages to drag that out. And it looks like there might be a bit of an injury for the SC Don's player there as he's going down. There might be a sniper rifle in those bushes. I'm not entirely sure. You never know. And anyways, we got Jesse who's going to try and play one there. Absolutely sells him. Once again, it looks like he's done that twice this game now. But some good defending regardless from their team. And Lionel's going to try and put it in. But they, like a pack of wolves, they're on us, and they are countering here. Are they going to be able to pick up another goal to extend their lead? He cuts inside here, dishes it out to this man in the middle. This man in the middle is going to try and cut back. He goes to whack that, and it goes over the bar, and it was some good football from Dons. And Kalen, to be fair to him, he had it covered, but regardless, shots on target are what's important. Okay, I've completely butchered that. Hey, at least one error in a commentary isn't too bad. Kalen's on the ball now. Let's have a look. How are we going to do this? We have 10 minutes left. We are 2-1 down at the jungle, and Will is on the ball. He's going to try and play it into Jesse there, who flicks it over the back, and Rory comes right through this lad. And that was a bad challenge. But this guy had been giving him grief. There was a lot of chit-chat the moment Rory came on as a sub, and you can see they're not happy about it. But hey, some of you guys come here for the tackles, right? And you can see that's a bad challenge there from Rory. And it looks like for the first time in this game, the referee might actually pull out a card, which is interesting considering the nature of this game. But to be fair, Rory is pretty lucky it wasn't the color of red, and he only sees a yellow this time, so maybe he should be counting his lucky stars as he rearranges his underwear, I imagine. But you know, you can see number 2 is not happy about that at all. But I find it odd that they're coming with this sort of energy, considering that you know, they're very familiar with these sort of challenges, and so are we. As you can see, Rayan absolutely gets clattered in our first fixture. So there it is. Anyways, Ryan Palmer this time shrugging off Sam. He's a very good player. We've seen what he can do in previous games, and as you can see, Sam there, and that guy goes in wild, but Sam sort of reads that, jumps up, and he does get the ball. So you can see it's heating up here. There's a lot of, you know, attitude. There's a lot of passion being shown on this pitch, and you can't hate on that. That is the nature of this game, and it's that's why we watch this sort of football. It's because this sort of stuff happens, and you can't get around that. So anyways, 2-1 to SE Dons, and Lionel goes up there and he comes down a little bit awkwardly as he's staying down there, and we can see Jesse actually wants to pull this one up because it looks like maybe he hyper extended his leg there. Lionel to go down is very bizarre, especially when we've only got 5 minutes left. He's an absolute warrior, so I can only imagine that the injury is not good. Let's take another look at this. He goes up, and it looks like he just lands very awkwardly, which is a real shame for us. We know how important Lionel is to the team, and it looks like they're going to try and walk him off here. And you know what? I hope he does get better soon, and I hope the injury isn't too bad. And you guys just know how important Lionel is to our team. He's our big man in midfield. So he's come off there, but we're in the 93rd minute, and the ref is into injury time now, and Rebel still have a ways to go. We got to find at least an equalizer here as Sava dishes it out there into Hakeem. Hakeem plays it into Jesse, and they slip there, and it looks like he's given away a foul. And is it written in the stars? The YouTube belt is on the line. The championship belt is on the line. It's the 93rd minute. We've got Jesse here. We've got Dylan trying to stand in front of the wall, and the SE Dons lads are not happy about it. In fact, there was something a little bit fruity going on there, and Dante can't help but point that one out. Let's take another look here. What exactly happened? And it looks like he's gone to just put his fingers maybe somewhere they shouldn't be going. I'm not sure what that guy's into, but hey, we don't judge here at Rebel, and if you swing that way, then more power to you. So Jesse stands over this ball, and you can see Dante just wanted to be involved in the wall. He wanted to be part of it, and you guys didn't want him to be part of it. Anyways, the referee's going to walk these lads back because it seems awfully close from that distance, and you can see, there we go, he's counting his steps. The players are slowly moving back. There we go, right there, please. And just as he does that, the players move about 4 steps forward anyway. So thanks a lot for that, ref. You turned your back on the wall and they came about halfway up. Anyways, it's the 94th minute. A ball gets played on, and it is, oh my God, Jesse so close there, and it looks like it clipped the edge of the wall. The referee blows the whistle, the flares go off, the red flares start popping up, and you can see how much it means to the SE Dons as they managed to level up the series to 1-1. They beat us at the Jungle. Fair play to them. They were a good team on the day, and you can see Dante clapping there. He's showing his respect, and a weird pan of my face. I just wanted a bottle of water or something. But you can see it is absolutely pandemonium here at the Jungle, and the YouTube belt will now sit with SE Dons. So the next YouTube team that they go ahead and challenge, that will be a belt match essentially. But big props to them. You know, they were a good team. You can see he's holding on to the belt there. He loves it. And fair play to them. They were good sports after the game. Huge thank you to SE Dons for having us at the Jungle. You guys asked for the rematch to be played here. We came there. We put up a good fight, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. But we look forward to the third and final one. Big G there. Me and him having a good chat. He is honestly such a man mountain. I'm 6'3", and you just see how much he dwarfs me. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it from us. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe. Show some love just to everyone. We really appreciate that. The SE Dons, their links will be down in the description as well. So go check them out. They are a rowdy bunch. They're a good bunch of guys, and they make some really good YouTube videos. So I'd appreciate it if you took a look at them. And just, I want to reiterate a point I made earlier, which is just people coming down to games, showing love, showing support, regardless of what team you're supporting. It just means a lot that you come down and you show love. So thank you guys very much from that. From Rebel, I'm sorry we couldn't get the victory this time around, but there will be a third game, and we will make sure this trilogy actually, yeah, English is hard, will be amazing, and you guys know that, and we're going to do something special for you guys. But before I sign off, I want to go through some stats. 88% pass completion rate in the last one. This time it was only 87, which isn't too bad considering the pitch and the fact we are away from home. So that is all right. Shots on target last time, 13 out of 20. This time, we only had 7 shots and only 1 was on target, and that is not good enough if you want to come and win at the Jungle. Tackles made last time, 31. This time was only 22. A little bit unfortunate for us, but these things happen. Interceptions made last game, 42. This time, it was only 36. And you got to deal with this. We're looking at these stats. They are going lower. Headers won last time, 66%. This time, 63%. So as you can see across the board, the stats were a little bit lower, but nothing too alarming except for maybe that shots on target should be a little bit more if you're expecting to win these sort of games. Anyways, like I said, make sure you join the Rebellion, you subscribe, show love. Thank you, Rebel Statman, for coming through clutch on this one, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.